Uplifted Life exists to teach the nation in diverse ways and diverse places, in order to transform society, giving a better life for all. We work to raise a new generation in South Africa who will be active and successful in their communities by teaching them to take responsibility for the change they want to see around them and equipping them to achieve beyond the ordinary.
I'm Miranda.
I'm Tato.
Do you mind just introducing yourself to us and telling us a bit more about yourself?
Okay, my name is Tato. I'm a second year student at Wits. I'm studying politics and international relations. Okay, so this is kind of like it's new for me. I just usually like do such or create myself with such. Yeah, so I'm pretty curious as to see how far I can go with this. So yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty chill.
So what are your expectations about the Uplifted Life program?
I don't really have a lot of expectations, but I assume I will come out of this better person, whatever. I know I'll probably learn something, you know, so yeah, I don't really have expectations. It might be hard, it might be easy, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm Miranda.
Hi, I'm Stacy.
Can you just introduce yourself?
I'm Stacy. I really like Wits. It's really nice. There's lots of people studying psychology and English, and yeah, I feel like I would try and see something new, experience something new.
Can you just explain to us why you joined the Uplifted Life program?
I joined it because I felt like I needed to give something more. Like I'm here studying, and I'm not actually practicing. Like I'm just learning theory. I would actually like to know what it's like to go out and help people. So I want to become a psychologist or teacher. So if I could just see now if I can do it before it's too late.
Do you also think that you can learn a few stuff from the kids, and the kids can also learn a few stuff from you?
Yeah, I always feel that you can learn from anyone. Like it just doesn't matter how old they are, doesn't matter anything like that. Everybody will see some things differently, and they can relate to people and see things the same way. You can just benefit each other.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Miranda. I hope you don't mind me recording this.
Yeah, how do I do it?
You look good on camera though.
I had to come to this, to myself.
So do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ask me a few questions.
Okay, why are you here? Why are you volunteering for the Uplifted Life project?
I'm volunteering because I want to impart on like the future generations things that I didn't know, that I've got to know only now. So I would like for them to, when they enter the university, to have that full picture of whatever they want to do, rather than have just a tunnel vision and then realize the opportunities when they're here already and it's too late. So that's what I want to impart.
So say that you were in grade 9, what would you tell yourself now that you know now that you didn't know in grade 9?
Dedicate yourself to the studies. Because at the end of the day, you only have you. Your friends are not there when you write your exams, and all of the pressures is not there. So all you have is you, and you need to work for you.
So thank you.
Awesome.
You look pretty.
I'm Sheila. I'm from the Maths and Science group. Okay, we went last week Friday with class of minus 8 tutors to Supreme College. Okay, when we got there, as we got there, the principal just announced that the children are not available because they are writing a test. So because there were 30 students, 6 of them were not writing a test due to payments. They didn't pay school fees, so they weren't supposed to write the test. Apparently it was a maths test, yeah. So they were not writing a test because they didn't pay school fees. So it was kind of disturbing because we were there for maths and science and they were not writing a maths test. So we decided to just let it go. We went upstairs and then we met the 6 learners were there.
And then we decided to just start the whole introduction because we had prepared some of the things that we're gonna teach them, like simple things like the shapes, factorization, bottomless rules, such things. So we couldn't continue with that because there were only 6. So we decided to just start some introduction between the tutors and the learners. So we found that most of them are not from South Africa. Some are from, I think some are from Mali, some from Zambia. Yeah. So I met 2 brilliant students. There was Anna and Fantamata. So they decided to tell me more about themselves, right? So they are very bright. Okay, I can just say they're intelligent from what I saw. They decided to tell me about what they want to do in the future. Most of them want to go for medicine, some engineering and all that. So we decided to tell them more about what they have to take, subjects and all that, right? So I was telling them that they need to take maths as a course, right? So most of them were a little bit frightened about the word maths because we tried asking them about how they find their topics because they're still doing NS, things like that, right? Because they're still in grade 9, remember? So we decided to ask them about how they're finding their subjects, maths, science and all that. Some of them say that they usually have problems with maths. They like maths, but they have problems with maths due to a lack of students, due to the lack of teachers. Usually, most teachers are resigning from the school because of not being paid well, because of the environment of the school. So they're resigning. So these children are exposed to different teachers almost every block and all that. So they also told us that it's been 2 weeks without them being taught NS, I think. Yeah, it was NS, yeah. So usually it was a problem to us because they were behind with most of the work. We tried looking inside their workbooks. Most of the things that they did were just ordinary things like exponents because we were introducing maths and science, right? So we were focusing more on maths. So when we checked their workbooks, it was more of, they did sketching of graphs, things like exponents and all that. They didn't do a lot of things. So we kind of asked them, what's the problem? Why aren't you guys doing well in maths? Most of them told us that they're having problems with defining questions, like what to do in questions, like simple words as of keywords like definition, factorization, simplify, what they're supposed to do. They don't understand such things because they were not exposed to such words in their country and all that. So we decided that, okay, as the maths and science group, we decided that we're gonna help them. We're supposed to go there today. We're gonna help them with such keywords as what to do when they tell you to use bottomless, what to do when you're told to use to factorize, find a common factor, things like that, right? So we couldn't go there because of the meeting today. Apparently we're gonna go there next week. So with the environment, the chairs were broken, some of the chairs were broken, and some tables were also broken. There were no stationaries, as if there were no chalks, there were no dusters, and all that. So we decided as a group that some of us are going to contribute, we're going to contribute chalks, contribute dusters for us because we're going to be writing on the board, right? We need dusters and stationery. And then we're also going to have that relationship whereby it's a student, you're not going to have a student-to-tutor relationship, but a more of a student-to-student relationship because we are also students. Okay, some of us are from UJ, some of us are from Wits, right? So we're going to go there as students because we want to help them as students and we also want to improve them, right? We don't want them to look to us as some people, like older people, as if we are there to teach them or lecture them or do all that. No, we want them to take us as students because we're also students, right? So that's what we just decided to do. And with the whole fact of them not paying school fees,
okay, it was a huge problem with some of our tutors because they thought it was a big deal. It was because most of them did. Okay, some of the tutors they're studying law, right? So they think it's not appropriate for students to be taken out from class because of the whole fact of them not paying school fees. It's not fair. But we decided that it's not really it's not up to us because we went there and there are such rules, right? We have to obey their rules and regulations. We can't do anything, we can't change anything now, right? We just have to go there, help them with their maths and their science. So that's what we decided to do for today, for now. And then we're going to see what to do as we go on with the program.